The Mongol Empire should not have fallen. It controlled more land than any empire in human history. Its armies moved faster than their enemies could react. Its rulers commanded loyalty through fear, reward, and absolute authority. Trade flourished under its protection. Entire civilizations were reshaped in its wake. And yet, within a century, it fractured. Not because it was defeated, but because it succeeded too completely. The Mongol system was designed for conquest, not permanence. At its core was mobility. Mongol power depended on speed, adaptability, and personal loyalty to a single ruler. Authority flowed downward from the Great Khan, reinforced by constant expansion. As long as new lands were conquered, the system held together. But conquest has a limit. When the empire stopped expanding at the same pace, the structure that once unified it began to strain. Vast distances separated rulers from one another. Messages took months. Armies could no longer reinforce every frontier. Decisions that once came from a single center now required negotiation. And negotiation was not part of the Mongol tradition. Succession became the first crack. Mongol rule depended on consensus among elite families, not clear inheritance. Every death of a great Khan triggered power struggles. Brothers fought cousins, alliances shifted. Armies loyal to individuals, not institutions, became tools in political disputes. Civil war didn't destroy the empire overnight, it weakened its spine. At the same time, success forced the Mongols to change. Ruling settled populations required administration, taxation, and bureaucracy. Mongol leaders adopted local customs, laws, and religions to govern effectively. Over time, this created regional identities stronger than imperial loyalty. The empire began to fragment into khanates, each stable on its own, but increasingly independent. Ironically, Mongol tolerance accelerated the collapse. By allowing conquered peoples to retain their systems, the Mongols ruled without fully integrating them. Local elites gained power. Cultural assimilation flowed one way. Mongol rulers became Chinese, Persian, or Islamic in practice, if not name. The empire no longer spoke with one voice. Meanwhile, the advantages that once made the Mongol armies unstoppable faded. Enemies learned their tactics, fortifications improved, gunpowder changed warfare. The psychological shock that had broken cities decades earlier no longer worked. The Mongols didn't adapt quickly because their success had made adaptation unnecessary for too long. Trade, once the empire's glue, also became a vulnerability. The same routes that carried wealth and information carried disease. The Black Death spread rapidly across Mongol-controlled lands, devastating populations and economies alike. The system strained under pressure from every direction. But the Mongol Empire did not collapse in flames. It dissolved. Each khanate continued ruling effectively for generations. Laws remained, trade persisted, culture endured. What disappeared was unity. The idea that the world should be ruled as a single step-born empire. The Mongols conquered the known world faster than anyone before them, but they could not conquer distance, succession, or time. Their greatest strength, flexibility, became fragmentation. And in the end, the empire didn't fall because it failed. It fell because it had already won.